So yesterday we got our 2 finalists basically right after the show ended. That's one of the things that frustrates me about doing a morning show is, yes, we're the first one to react to major news that happened the day before. But oftentimes, we're the last ones to react to news that happened that same day because you got to wait until the next news cycle. Johnnie Bryant, the associate head coach, the number 1 assistant for Kenny Atkinson over with the Cleveland Cavaliers, is obviously a finalist. This is a guy who I have been beating my chest for over the last couple of weeks. There was a brief period where I was into Chris Quinn because Johnnie Bryant was taken out of the running. Well, or so I thought. So now that Johnnie Bryant is in, I've always been backing on my guy, Johnnie Bryant. But he's not the one that I'm really interested in discussing as much right now. We'll get to him in just a second. Jordan Ott, the assistant, one of the assistant head coaches, who is below Johnnie Bryant in the pecking order for head coach over with the Cleveland Cavaliers, is also a finalist for the Phoenix Suns head coaching search. Guys, I got to tell you, it's starting to really piss me off and annoy the hell out of me. The fact that Jordan Ott is a finalist, and it's strictly because Suns fans and some of media, I got to be honest with you, the media has mostly been right on this. He's from Michigan State, and I get it. I'd prefer they not hire someone from Michigan State, but it's literally just because I'm so sick and tired of talking about Michigan State. Guys, Jordan Ott being the next head coach of the Phoenix Suns, potentially, right? Let's call it what it is. You're not frustrated because Jordan Ott might be the next head coach of the Phoenix Suns. You know, I was just at church the other day, and, you know, the pastor speaking up on stage was talking about how you see more in life what you're looking for. So if you're looking for good things, you're going to see more good things throughout your day. Whereas when you look for bad things, you're going to see more bad things throughout your day. The Phoenix Suns are like someone that is looking for everything negatively. Or Phoenix Suns fans it feels like they're just the people that are looking for everything negatively to affirm how they feel. Jordan Ott is a fine candidate. I totally get being upset about Brian Gregory because it was a slice of he shouldn't be here because he's not qualified for the job, and he only has the job because he's Matt Ishbia's fraternity brother, it feels like. So I get that. I get being upset about Brian Gregory. 1, didn't deserve the job. 2, not qualified for the job. That's not the same thing with Jordan Ott. Jordan Ott might get the job because A, he's more than qualified for the job. He's been an assistant head coach, or he's been an assistant coach for years now. He might get it, more than qualified. And then there's also the aspect of, well, he went to Michigan State, so that might give him a little bit of an edge. Guys, we have to call it what it is. Nepotism happens legitimately everywhere. Guys, the reason why I had to start my own show and do my own show each and every day on my own, where I'm producing, editing, speaking, writing, like all of that is me. Because it was too hard to find a job in the sports space without being someone's nephew. Hell, guys, I'm unemployed right now in terms of like, yeah, I have Locked On Suns and I do this, but I got laid off from my normal 9-to-5 job in early April. It's hard for me to find a job now because I'm not related to someone. But that's just life. So being upset with Jordan Ott just because you're looking for something negative to affirm how you feel is just nonsense, guys. Nepotism happens everywhere in sports. And I totally get being upset with Brian Gregory. No, he wasn't qualified for the job. And yes, he only got the job because he was Matt Ishbia's fraternity brother, it felt like. But Jordan Ott is more than qualified for this job. He just might get it over Johnnie Bryant, who's more qualified than him because he went to Michigan State. But I hate to break it to you guys, this happens everywhere. The Utah Jazz, Danny Ainge, just hired his son to be the next president of basketball operations. Were you pissed off about that? I didn't see anyone at the Utah Jazz getting mad about that. That pisses me off way more than the Brian Gregory thing. Oh, you're his son, so you get to be the next president of basketball operations. Oh, cool. It's a slap in the face to people like myself who work tirelessly. Oh, you don't like that comparison? Okay, well, LeBron James just hired his son. LeBron James just drafted his own son. Is that not nepotism? Bronny is qualified to be in the NBA. He went to college. He went to a Division I school. Did he get picked over someone else that was probably more qualified for that position because he's LeBron James' son? Yes. But I don't see anyone getting upset about that. All I see is a bunch of people lying about it. And I got to be honest with you, it's driving me a little insane. So Johnnie Bryant might get this job, but can you stop acting like it's the first time someone got a job because they knew someone? The Brian Gregory thing is different. Completely unqualified for the job. He got it because he knew someone. That pissed me off too. But Jordan Ott, him getting a job because he went to Michigan State, yeah, I get it. Happens everywhere in sports. And you've been okay with it since the dawn of time. It doesn't mean it's a good thing. It doesn't mean anything. But for everyone talking about, well, what about Chris Quinn or Sean Sweeney? We aren't in the meeting rooms, guys. Quit acting like you know more about Jordan Ott than I do or, hell, ESPN analysts do. Guys, let's call it what it is. We don't know anything, including myself, about these assistant coaches. I want Johnnie Bryant to get the job because I really like Kenny Atkinson. And, of course, Johnnie Bryant's got good relationships with Donovan Mitchell, and he could probably carry that over to Devin Booker, too. But I don't actually know. I'm guesstimating. So, no, I won't give Brian Gregory the time of day. Unqualified, didn't like the way he got the job. Jordan Ott went through the hiring process, had to beat out other people. He's more than qualified for the job. He just happened to have also went to Michigan State. That might play a factor. That might not. If it does, I'm not going to act surprised that it did. And you shouldn't either. I know you've been passed up for a job once or twice because someone else knew the owner, was friends with the manager. I have. I'm still trying to find a normal 9-to-5 job as I do this on the side. But it happens. I got to make my own relationships. It's no one else's fault but mine. Life ain't fair. So, got to step back like it always is. Johnnie Bryant might be the next head coach of this team, and I will be open to it. He might fail, but he's got an impressive resume. Seems like he's a bit of a grinder. And if he gets the job, then he gets the job. I'll be open to it. He's at least qualified. Brian Gregory was not. Those are not the same thing. You guys know how I feel about Johnnie Bryant. I think he should have been the head coach from the start of the search. Really enjoy him. Which also, just want to point out there, again, on this show, saw around corners, really like Johnnie Bryant, he might be the head coach. So, pat myself on the back there, right? All right, guys. That's been eating me alive over the past couple of days. Because it's fake outrage. And I can't stand fake outrage. It's pearl clutching. If you're going to be upset about nepotism, cool. Could you just be a little bit more consistent with it?